Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining the session. The webinar on the topic Beyond Earth, Driving Innovation in the Space Sector. I would like to introduce to our panelists and speakers, Mr. Sri Kumar sir. Mr. Sri Kumar is a 23 plus years experience in various segments under automobile sector PLM applications, and he has been on-site with many prestigious clients like Ashok Leyland, Daimler, Tech Mahindra, Sian, and has a various global certifications as well on Dassault system portfolios, including 3D experience. We have a second speaker, Mr. Karthik Gopal. He is an industry consultant, and he'll be handling this presentation today. And I would like Mr. Sri Kumar sir to introduce our company portfolio and go ahead with the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Salman, for the introduction. I'll be briefing on EDS technologies before starting this session on driving innovation in space sector beyond Earth. So, EDS technologies has been incorporated in 1995 to provide all engineering solutions for the Indian industry, especially in various industry segments like automotive, aerospace and defense, industrial equipment, marine and offshore, energy process and utilities, high-tech and electronics, consumer goods, and so on. So we are headquartered in Bangalore, and we also location presence in multiple metro cities like Chennai, Mumbai. Then we have offices in Noida and Gurgaon. We are also having presence in Ahmedabad, Guwahati, Kolkata, and also in Coimbatore and Hyderabad. So these are the locations from where our offices, continue to connect with the customers in their regions locally. And we have more than 2,000 customers who are active using our software applications for different industry segments. We have been able to provide continuous technical support for the last 3 decades to our customers, very close to their location. And also, we have almost like 200 plus associates working in multiple locations, spanning across technical support, sales, then we have technologies, pre-sales, and also we have regular HR and administration. So we are the ones actually we have introduced the technologies like 3D printing, virtual reality, and digital manufacturing applications to Indian customers first. And we continue to grow in these domains consistently over the years. And we are also partnered with Dassault Systems for the last almost 3 decades now, right from the inception. And then we are working as a platinum partner with Dassault Systems, and we provide complete range of Dassault Systems solutions in design, simulation, manufacturing, and also on the PLM applications. We are also partnered with Synopsys, which is basically to provide complete range of solutions for electronics data automation. So into power electronics and embedded systems, we are providing complete range of solutions under the partnership of Synopsys. We are also partnered with the global principals like the E3 for geographical information systems. And again, we have Humanetics, which provides the global leading software in human ergonomics segment called Ramsys. So we are partnered with several global principals to provide, the enriched solutions to Indian customers, especially. We are also occupied. We also work closely with the government and defense organizations, providing a complete range of visual simulation solutions. Again, partnering with VTMAC or Achilon technologies. So this is how we have been providing complete solutions to Indian industry. We have given our software to more than 5,000 customers, under which we have more than 2,000 customers who are under maintenance, and we continue to work actively with them. So this is the small introduction on EDS technologies. Today we'll be focusing on the webinar which is relevant to space sector, which is growing very fast. Like in terms of rapidly, it has been growing very fast, and we can see, a lot of changes are coming in, especially in this particular segment. As you can see, we hear about Elon Musk, SpaceX. We talk about Sunita Williams. There are so many things which are happening. We talk about Mangalyaan, Gaganyaan projects, right? So there is a rapid increase in the space sector. Again, this is catering to multiple, again, areas of applications. It could be agriculture, information or weather, communications, military and defense, banking, again, monitoring and surveillance. There are several domains where the space sector can really cater to. So that basically I can say the race is on to run the satellites into space more optimally and sustainably by bridging the real and virtual universes. So this accelerating the innovation from rocketry to satellite design to manufacturing and also the further operations and services we can definitely cater to in the real orbit. So if you look at different areas of sectors where the markets are rising, I would say like we have commercial space stations and space assembly. That is one area where governments or private organizations, they set up commercial warehouses, laboratories, data centers, which they are going to assemble in the space itself, which requires service and maintenance. Similarly, we are now hearing about space tourism. The rich business class is willing to take up space tourism aggressively. Today, SpaceX kind of companies are providing private and commercial space flights uh, to these people, and it is becoming more and more common. This is going to be aggressive sector which is going to grow in space. And also, there another side, if you see satellite servicing, repair and maintenance. So this is something which we can look forward to because satellites are being serviced in the orbit itself. So how to do the servicing in the orbit, extending the lifespan of the satellite and also allowing the mission changes. So this is another area to grow as a new market. And then we have the infrastructure. Basically, this encompasses equipment related to launch of satellites and the spacecraft. It can be both terrestrial infrastructure as well as in-space infrastructure. So if you see over the years, government organizations have been in control of especially the space sector, but now it is wide open to private uh, players as well. Many startups are coming to support the space programs. So we have been hearing about NASA, ESA, that is European Space Agency, again our Indian organization ISRO, Indian Space Research Organization. Then we have Japan's JAXA, Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. Then we have China National Space Administration, Interstellar and URI, and so on. So this has again moved from government organizations to the startups also today. There are so many startup companies who are willing to launch different types of satellites for different domain segment applications. So with this introduction, I would like to highlight like how Dassault Systems has been catering to space sector consistently over the years, how it has been working with government and defense agencies in the past, and how it is also providing a lot of boost for the startups. So today you'll be hearing about the space sector story and how Dassault has been providing the right solutions to this sector. You will hear through my colleague, Mr. Karthik Gopal. He is our industry consultant and he looks into space programs, working through composites and many other applications. So I hand over this session to Mr. Karthik Gopal. Over to you, Karthik.
Okay. Thank you, Srikumar sir. First of all, very good evening to all. I would like to welcome each and everyone present on this webinar for this particular space industry startups. So in this particular webinar session, we'll be looking onto like how this 3D experience portfolio and 3D experience platform is going to help the space startups build their portfolio and again the excel into their space startups innovations. And again, before going on to into detail, let me play a small video so that we'll be having a glance on this particular space industries. Nearly 65 years ago, satellites were invented and captured the world's imagination and wonder. Today, the fascination has only deepened. It's a new frontier of satellite technology where companies can now collectively extend the limits of rocketry and satellite innovation, making space more accessible. The race is on to launch satellites into space more optimally and sustainably. By bridging the real and virtual universes, you accelerate innovation from rocketry and satellite design to manufacturing and operations. So just do it for the first to bring satellites into orbit. Go further and faster. Unlock new opportunities with the 3D experience platform. So, as Sri Kumar sir rightly said, like we are into the rise of new market. The space startups are facing so many challenges, and again, we have ample of opportunities to look around for the space startups as well. And again, if you look onto the space megatrends, so what is the megatrends that is happening currently onto the space segments? See, we have new space startups. So earlier, into the early 1960s, space was only limited to government agencies, and again the race is currently on. So we have many new space startups coming into picture. They have their own product portfolio within innovation going on. See, for example, we have this zero to infinity, like they have their own concept of innovations and coming into the space segment. And again, the next mega trend is, see, the mega constellations of satellites. So if you look onto this mega constellations, we are uniting several satellites, maybe around hundreds or thousands of satellites. And again, with the help of this LOE, we are unitely providing a network broad coverage. And again, the trend is we are changing the traditional philosophy. See, for example, we were dependent on point solutions. Like for design, we are dependent on some of the solutions, and again, validation and manufacturing. So what if we, in case if we have the entire integrated approach, so that we'll be working onto the single platform, so that the collaboration will be necessarily enhanced. And again, the managing your high production rates, and again, collaborating with your suppliers, and again, managing your production rates, and being the more competitive in your space market is another challenge. And again, how we are going to tackle this with the help of this portfolio. And again, better responsive to changing threats. So we are talking here about the cyber physical systems and enhancing your IP protections as well. So systems of systems complexity. See, this space segment is huge, and again, you'll be working on many complex systems. So with an integration of either mechanical, electrical, and again software uses coming into picture. So the system of system complexity builds, and again, we'll be breaking down this silos with the help of this model-based system engineering approach. See how we can cater to this 100% mission success. So it's not that you'll be launching the product and again working on this, and again you'll be launching the product again. So it's a do or die. It's a 0 or 1 race. And again, if you're into space segment, you have to achieve it at 100% mission success. And again, reducing your cost and schedules. See, managing your budget constraints, because you'll be allocated your budgets, and how you're managing your constraints at the early stage of your launch itself. And again, all electric. So you might be knowing nowadays the trends are replacing your chemical propellant systems with with the help of this electric propulsion systems. And again, how some space startups are nurturing this and being innovative in this space segments. And again, budget pressures, because there will be a certain amount of budget allocated, and again, how we effectively going to handle these budget pressures. See, with the help of this reusable boosters, reusable rocket launchers, we can enhance, and we can see like how simplified and how cost effectively we can make use of the solution. And again, additive manufacturing to build a satellite. See, the weight optimization and again the material optimization plays a very important role. And again, you can see whenever you launch any sort of portfolio or product into your space, and again plays a very important role. And again, how this additive manufacturing uh, plays a very important role, how you are building your product portfolio through 3D printing technologies, which enhances the weight optimization. And again, as I said before, commercial space players are breaking the mold. It's not only the space is not only limited to certain constraints, it is widely open and the race is on. So next is new generation of launch vehicles. So we have the megatrends like as space accessibility of space increases, we have commercial spacecrafts coming into picture, So that is what the trend of space tourism is all about. Next is, as I mentioned before, we have a run of commercial suborbital orbital passenger flight, so that the accessibility of space can be enhanced in the further coming days. So if you look onto the key challenges, so and again the new competitions. Since the market is wide, we have more number of competitions coming into picture. You had to build your prototype and you had to launch you had to contribute to the space mission as well. And again the reusability. So since on your budget constraints, how you are effectively reusing your product portfolio and saving most on your costs and schedules. And again continuous improvement based on data analytics, since there is a major enhancements and deprivation happening on the earth observations and communications, satellite monitoring. So how we are going to predict your analysis with the help of this data, the satellite data which you are taking out. So how we are going to effectively manage your predominant scenarios. Okay. Next is failure is not an option. See, since we are planning the each and every stage of your space mission, so we will be ensuring that there will be no lag, and again the 100% mission is completely achieved. So and again systems of systems complexity, since we are integrating the several complex systems, whether it may be mechanical, electrical, and software, through this entire model-based system engineering approach, we are simplifying this and breaking down the silos in a much simplified manner. And again, as I said before, 100% availability. So we have to ensure that your product is 100% available, so that you will be contributing to the 100% mission of your success as well. Next is defining success for a startup. See, so we are a space startup, and what is the terminologies? So what are the ideologies of defining success for a space startup? First is setting the stage. So how we are going to set the stage? So what is the product innovation? So which are the right tools, so that you'll be not burning your hands majorly onto this point applications. And again the innovation, with putting your right innovations, we are setting the stage and we are breaking out the silos and moving into the competitive players of space markets as well. Next is speed is critical. So since the race is very much enhanced, we have to be first. So we have to be first time to market. We have to generate the prototypes, and again we can see like quickly how we are going to simplify this prototype reductions as well. Next, managing cost matters, and again we are entirely managing the entire project within the portfolio, and again we can simplify the schedules, costs, and we can see that how this project's submission timelines can be greatly enhanced. So next is, as I said before, get it right the first time. Since it is a space segment, it's a do or die game. Like we have to put your product ultimately to the innovations, and again we have to get it right the first time as well. Next is collaboration is essential, since we are collaborating across the various stakeholders and across the team members, because of the complexity of the products and various integrated departments coming into picture. So we'll be seeing like how this defining success for a space startup methodology is greatly enhanced. So in the synopsis, if you can see over here, so I have defined a complete workflow which currently enhances this simplification of satellites. See, it's not about speaking in words. So I'll be showcasing in this particular webinar, like with the help of this 3D experience portfolio, how you can simplify your designs, and again how you can validate your designs within the integrated platform, and again how this validated design can be directly taken into your manufacturing aspects, and this contributes for your successful launch as well. Okay. So you can see here we have the complete workflow defined onto this particular satellite observations. So as I mentioned before, this 3D experience is a unique methodology which connect people, data, and process in a single platform. And again, the knowledge enhancements. If you can see over here, we have the various knowledge of the team members that is brought into this 3D swim community, where the idea will be enhanced and it will be further moved on to the next stage. So if you can observe here, we'll be improving the greenhouse emissions monitoring. So the idea has been posted by some of your team members, and how this idea nurtures, and again it can be brought to the next phase of your developments. And again you can see here, if you want to share any of your ideas or any of your knowledge sessions, or uh, thing that can be directly enhanced within the platform. And again, managing your portfolios, managing your projects, assigning your timelines, defining your entire hierarchy of your projects. So this product portfolio monitoring and project enhancements, weekly submission of tasks, where my project is lagging, whether the project is submitted before this timeline. So everything can be directly predicted with the help of this particular 3D experience portfolio in the project manager role. And again, the real-time monitoring, the dashboard creations. So what is the resource allocations? Everything can be directly monitored here in the platform itself. And again, onto this system modeling and simulation. And again, we are breaking down the silos. So we are modeling the entire parameters. We are building the entire architecture of your systems and breaking down the complexity into a simple manner. If you can see over here, we have defined the entire uh, architecture of your complexities. And again, if you look onto it, so we have defined in details like what is the spacecraft states. And again, when you go into deeper, we can create n number of architecture blocks, and again that will be mapped onto your requirements. So onto the right hand side, we have this requirement specifications where all the requirements will be directly mapped with the help of this traceability. And again, managing your configurations, product portfolios, planning is very much simplified in the 3D experience platform. So you can see we have the n number of configurations and variants defined across. And again, defining your concept 3D architecture. So you can see here we have defined the concept 3D architecture, and again that can be taken into the next stages of design. So everything will be directly simplified. Again, design reviews will happen predominantly. You don't need to have separate solutions for your design reviews. So within an platform itself, you can uh, predominantly simplify, view your designs, and uh, contribute for the design review portfolio. And again, uh, you can see here we have this concept. And again, how you are transforming your product and production line. So with the help of this factory layout simulations, you can track this entire product quickly. You can check for the simulations of your factory line. And again, you can define your work instructions, process planning methodologies. So that will be directly enhanced, so that you'll be having an integration between design and manufacturing within the portfolio itself. So if you can observe over here, we have built the entire factory layout automation, and again simplify the process. And again, it is not only limited that. So and again, design reviews, the simulation aspects plays a very important role. So if you can see over here, with the help of this concept synthesis, the satellite function architecture, we have defined the complete satellite function architecture with the help of this building blocks. And again, if you dug deep dive into it, so this is completely segregated into further blocks. And again, this simplifies this here complete system validations as well. So if you can see over here, we have this data termination. And again, if you dug deep into it, we will be building the entire blocks architectures in the platform itself. And again, onto the satellite functional architecture, we have collected all the inputs, and we have built the building blocks accordingly. And the 1D simulations can also be predominantly enhanced with the help of this system engineering module available on 3D experience portfolio as well. Okay. And again, so you can review and edit your system definitions. So this we prominently call it as an RFLP approach, where right from mapping your requirements, defining your functional diagrams, taking that into logical scenario, and again building your physical models. So the logical to physical synchronization will be predominantly happening in the platform, so that if there any changes that you do into this logical section will directly reflect into this physical aspects as well. So if you can see over here, we'll be modifying the waveguide routes, and again that will be directly synchronizing into this logical portfolio as well. And again, we have a inbuilt of libraries predominantly available in the platform. So onto the waveguide simulations. If you can see, observe over here, we'll be performing the waveguide simulation right into the platform. And again, you can check for the signal integrity right in the platform as well. And again, the antenna performance simulations. And again, if you want to review your simulation design, and again, you know to no need to have any of the point solutions directly within the platform itself. You can directly review your simulations, whether it may be antenna simulations. And again, you can check for this feasibility as well. So right now you can see here we have reviewed this electromagnetic simulations, and again you can check for the changes as well. Okay. So if you can see over here, next is how we are defining your design reviews. So if there is any changes in your designs, so how this design review majorly helps you if there is any changes in the design that you can directly indicate with the help of this markup. So within the 3D experience platform, you can directly encircle the markup areas like where the changes had to be happened. So you can see here we have this indication indicated here, need to check supplies, and again that predominantly will be sent to your respective team members for approvals, and which majorly contributes for the change management as well. So now we have created the n number of markups right in this platform itself, and again you can see here the issues. So the issues will be predominantly specified, and again the major enhancements here in a sense, you will be directly attaching the model in the task manager, and you'll be asking the respective team member to work on this currently. So you can see here the items will be directly marked here, and the team members, so we'll be assigning the owners and the co-owners for this, and again the respective task will be allocated as well. So, and again this is onto the complete virtual planning. So you'll be seeing this complete process engineering and virtual build right built into this platform. So, and again, the process planning, the work instructions definitions is very much simplified with an integration of 3D experience portfolio as well. Okay. So, the work instructions, if you can see over here, we have defined the complete work instructions right into the platforms. And again, the respective works instructions will be predominantly simplified as well. Okay. And again, you can directly check for this feasibility of your designs. See, we'll be speaking onto this PPR model approach, where it will be predominantly enhanced in the 3D experience portfolio as well. Okay. So finally, the space is set to launch now. So you can see here we can predict the analysis of the simulations, whether it may be CFD simulations, and again the intrications or the hurdles which we are facing in the initial stage of the prototype launch itself. So this is how this 3D experience plays a very important role right from developing your concept to in-orbit operations as well. Okay. So this is a well integrated approach uh, which caters your needs for the startups. And again, when you look on to the challenges and associated business changes, so how we are going to be disruptive. Okay. So for being the first type to end, for being first in the entry level of the space markets, the time to prototype production should be pretty much enhanced, and again which majorly contributes for engineering efficiency with digital continuity. And again you'll be accelerating the technical ramp up, you'll be networking your boosting the value of your network collaboration as well. And again how will be agile with simplifying your fund based cash flows. And again you can see here with the help of this 3D experience platform, you can convince your funders with early digital prototypes, and again you'll be having a scalable portfolio on rented business model. Like what it happens is pay as you use. See, whichever the solutions you need, you can directly adopt into the portfolio and you can start working on this. It's not that you have to adapt all the portfolios all at once and again pay for the hefty prices. And again how you can be unique with the operator's experience. See, we have an well personal experience, and again the quality constraints, the quality standards can be rightly met with the help of this quality tools available within the portfolio catering to the space applications as well. And again how you can be complement with the regulations associated from the space industries. We have requirements and model based governance, because the which we call it as an invisible governance, so that all the tracking of your data, so the what is the data utilization, how it is effectively utilized, and what is the project scenarios. So the governance are very much enhanced with the help of this particular 3D experience portfolio as well. And again, so how you are going to master your product development with the help of the space startups. And again the collaborative design enables tomorrow's space technologies, because you'll be collaborating with your stakeholders, internal team members. How this collaboration enables your successful product launch, and uh, enables I'm sorry, disables the team to work in silos as well. And again you'll be reimagining your manufacturing and operations using a virtual twin methodology. So we are not talking about the digital twin here, we are analyzing the entire scenarios, what is the environmental scenarios that is happening. And again we'll be coming out of this the virtual twin methodology, which saves a lot of time onto your prototype stage as well. And again the major challenge is delivering sustainable space missions. Yes, with the input of the right materials onto your successful product, we can predict the behavior and see like how the carbon footprints can be pretty much enhanced. And again, the integrating industry leading technologies, and again we are directly contributing to the innovations which particularly leads to the integration of industry leading technologies as well. So I have taken a simple example of ion thruster. I thought of showcasing into this particular webinar. So if you can see over here, so this is a complete satellite, and again into this we have the solar panels, the ion thruster, the satellite structures, and again the reflectors antennas as well. So in this particular webinar, we'll be majorly focusing on the ion thruster. So and again, what is this ion thruster? So see, this ion thruster is, it makes use of this ion-based electrons, okay, to drive the propellant systems. So what happens is the chemical propellant systems, which usually the companies depend upon, consumes majority of your weight, and again, how this electric ion thruster design simplifies this process. And again, if you can see over here, the plasma, the electrons will be directly moved onto this plasma stage, where that will be developing an ion which push the momentums. So you can see here we have the thruster geometry. So and again we have these two dedicated grids. So one is focusing on this electronic emission, which contributes onto the discharge chamber. So next is onto this second grip. So we have these two grips. So the potential needs to be adjusted in order to trap the electrons in the plasma chamber. And again, the second grip is the negative potential is applied to extract the ions out of the structure to create a thrust. So this electric ion thruster is majorly replacing this chemical propellant systems and contributing onto this space innovation as well. And again we'll be having a reason in mind, like why we have to choose the 3D experience, like what it benefits offer. Say right from mission engineering, so to your design and analysis, and again to a test and validation of your design, onto the production, next operations, monitoring your entire governance of your data, whether it may be satellites or communications, and again post mission. So everything will be managed directly in the platform itself, so that you can win the space race with successful satellite launches. And again you can see here companies must close the gap between the real and virtual worlds. So the real world behavior can be directly brought into 3D experience platform, and again you can predict the behavior as well. Next is the business benefits of adapting 3D experience portfolio. So what is the business benefits that we are going to adapt when we are going to adapt the 3D experience platform as well? As I said before, we can improve the global collaboration in a model-based enterprise, and again we can win new deals by reducing your prototype production, and again bringing your product to your market faster. And again you can reduce the program lifecycle cost with simulation. So with the help of this smart sim approach, the design and the simulation phases can be directly bought into this platform, and again it is pretty much enhanced. And again we have the reduced cycle of reworking, because you'll be having your data which is well much monitored and controlled. The reworking, the modifications is very much simplified. Okay, the project delivery rate is pretty much enhanced. And again the non-conformance, which we call it as an kappa, so the quality non-quality cost, which mainly contributes to reducing reworking of your data traceabilities. So this can be directly avoided with the help of this platform as well. So and again I have an interesting customer case study, zero to infinity. Okay, so this zero to infinity, what it does is, it has a new product called Blue Star, which is a small satellite launcher. And again it is not just a rocket bought at a higher altitude. So it is the first launcher fully designed to take advantage from an quasi-static ignition. So if you can see over here onto the left hand side, initially the payload will be taken through a balloon, and again the balloon will be ascend through 20 to 20 kilometer. And again after 20 kilometer, so the engine ignition will boost up, and the launcher will climb. And again the stages separation will happen. So yeah, this we call it as an early fairing detachment. And finally, after reaching the 600-kilometer range, the payload will be inserted into desired orbit, which we call it as an upper stage D orbit. Okay. Uh, what I'll do is I'll directly play a customer case study on this zero to infinity, so that we'll be understanding this in a more detail. So, okay, if you can see over here, so we have this zero to infinity space startup. So they have come with an unique methodology of launching the payload into space. So it is a Spanish company that access space in a new, whole new way. So if you can see over here, we have this payload with a satellite, and again we have this inflated balloon. Okay, this inflated balloon will directly take up this payload up to 20 kilometer, and again there the engine ignition will usually start up. So at an altitude of 20 kilometer, the payload will be dropped off, and again the engine boosting will uh, takes place. So and again it's above 99% of the air. So with this quasi vacuum environment, the launch's efficiency is enhanced and rapidly gains momentum and altitude. So the main mission is to simplify access to spaces for all humankind from anywhere and anytime. So what happens is, you can see here, this the detachment and payload positioning into orbit takes place, and again the satellite's volume on the surface of its equipment no longer have the limitations. So once it is boosted, it is directly launched onto this 600 orbit scale, which we call it as an upper Earth orbit. So it is high above the atmosphere, and again when it releases some helium, water, and a bit of carbon dioxide. Okay, so it is a smooth ride with no strong vibrations. So the expensive qualification constraints of the satellite, and again Blue Star fills your missions on demand, so into the exact orbit you require. Okay, you can see the payload that has been directly placed onto this orbit as well. So this enables applications for Earth observations, big data, security, connectivity, and science as well. Okay. So and again we have another customer case study by anyways. So the challenge here by anyways is to develop the high performance miniature antennas for satellite constellations in audio space environments. And again the solution is emax simulation. With the help of the studio CST Studio Suite, they are able to achieve this particular challenge. And again, you can see the wordings from the CEO of anyways, that the CST Studio Suite is precise and the simulation run times are extremely good as well. So these are some of the customer references, and again you can see the major space startups are coming into picture here. We have Yuri, and again Interstellar Lab, and Excel, and again the big giants ISRO. Okay, so and again we have zero to infinity, and again d orbit, and anyways, and so on. So major focus here, and again we have this successful 3D experience startup offers running on currently. So see, with the help of this startup offers, and again can scale up as you grow. It's not that you have to depend on all the solutions. So you can scale up your solutions, and again contribute for the product innovations, and again you can increase your credibility with investors and security funding, because with the help of this right tool, so that you'll be able to approach with the right methodology. And again the e-learning modules will be apparently available to improve the technical knowledge as well. And again the reduction of the reliance on expensive physical testing, because we have this modsim approach where the design and simulation can be parallelly enhanced. And again we have the communities for personalized expert advice. We have the communities where major startup experts are bought into this community. And again, if you want to see if the major blogs, the mind sharing sessions will be happening predominantly as well. And again finally the 3D experience platform, where you'll be bringing the people, data, and process in a unified model. And again you can see here which is a well predominant interface, where we'll be covering all the methodologies in a platform as well. So we have come up to this end of this webinar.
We can take up definitely further questions if you have. You can write to us on info@pdstechnologies.com or marketing@pdstechnologies.com, or my personal mail ID and srikumar.bl@pdstechnologies.com. You can share your queries with respect to space sector and also how the Dassault system solutions have been helping you. We can definitely provide insights. We can also compare a demo or presentation precisely and deep dive on the solutions that we have. So thank you very much for your listening. And this is the new sector definitely growing in a fastest manner. India is in a is at the right space, right place in the space to capture these moments, and we'll be very open to connect with you. You can write to us on the solutions that we are offering on composites, as well as the simulations like electromagnetic radiations analysis, or it could be something with respect to structural integrity, and also the services and operations, maintenance, and overall. We'll be very keen to connect with you to provide these inputs from our end. We'll be happy to meet you at your office if you have specific requirements. So thank you very much once again, one and all. I look forward to connect you either through mails, phone calls, or even in the personal visit. Thank you very much.